This is the Lake Arrowhead Woods Real Estate Market Report for April of 2025. My name is Jonathan Viero with Team Lake Arrowhead, and in these videos every single month we go over the major market changes for the Lake Arrowhead Woods market. So Arrowhead is still feeling and having a hard time with still lower buyer demand. We've had a built up amount of inventory and still we're just not closing a lot of homes. So the average sales price for April of 2025 was at $834,000, which was definitely an improvement of $775,000 in March. Again, we just have such few home sales that the average sales price is just moving up and down drastically every single month. But overall, I would say home sales prices and values have come down. And that's big, really because of the economic pressure that we've seen. And as we head into our busy season, it can really change because as more deals get put together, these home values will get corrected. But right now, just we're getting killed by the economy and how buyers are feeling. So, but buyers are slowly starting to re-engage, and as we head into this busier season, a little bit more confidence, more showings, more activity on listings, and so as long as you're priced right, you should see activity. The second quarter always marks kind of the bottom of the year, which is interesting. So values typically peak in the winter months and then come down in the spring and then come back up in the summer, fall, and then peak in the winter. It's just this constant thing that we've had for the past 4 years. Super interesting. And so that just gives me more confidence that if we head into the end of this year, buyer activity improves, interest rates slowly come down like they're supposed to, and we put more deals together, home values should be actually at their bottom right now, and then we could see upward trend for the rest of this year. But summer will give us a clear picture of what that looks like. And especially, so we have 295 active listings, which is a significant jump in new listings. And that's pretty typical for the springtime. We see most of our listings get put on in the spring. So inventory is still raising. It's definitely still outpacing buyer demand. And that's keeping us at a pretty strong buyer's market, giving the advantage to buyers right now. So sellers definitely should be adaptive to these market conditions and plan for what it's like right now, and then also hope for the best in the future, because a lot of homes aren't getting much attention right now and are just sitting on the market with very few showings and offers. So closings in April, so we had just 13, and that's just again reflecting that we just had a few amount of active buyers. And that drop is really just linked to the tighter consumer spending right now, right? With uncertainty in the economy, we don't know where interest rates are going. The stock market's all over the place. It's a lot of buyers are adopting this. I'm going to wait and see how the market pans out, especially in vacation home markets. Being in a vacation home market, people buying up here, unless they're moving up here, it's more of a want than a need. They don't have to do it. So if it's uncertain and you don't know where the real estate market's going, do you really want to put your money out there when things can change drastically? So that impacts Lake Arrowhead the most, and then like Springs, Crestline, and even Big Bear, since there's more full-time people there, impacts still quite a lot, but not as much. So there's a lot of psychology going on, but overall, we're still waiting for those rates to come down. Last month in April, our average was 6.73%, and that's been pretty much a flat line, steady trend since February. And so rates being tied to, long-term economic trends and optimism and inflations and the 10-year treasury yields, all of these global tensions and economic uncertainty, and then stuff's going on overseas, even governments borrowing, these keep all the rates high, right? When the market's uncertain, they keep rates high just to protect the investor, and it's just a supply and demand thing. So as this stuff cleans up, as hopefully the administration cleans this up, we further in these tariff and trade deals, maybe we can stop some wars, the stock market improves, all of the layers that's impacting the real estate market start to go away. And especially what's really exciting for us is supply chains getting cleaned up. If that gets cleaned up, then we can really see those rates come down because inflation will change. So experts are still predicting, which is pretty good news, that rates will start to kind of float down to the 6% and be there by the end of 2025. So it's going to take a little bit, but we still can see some improvement, and we might see some faster pace if those things get cleaned up sooner rather than later. So that's the outlook for the Lake Arrowhead Woods real estate market. My name is Jonathan Viero. You can sign up for this full report that I'm reading off of every single month. I send a newsletter out via email, so there's a link in the bio to sign up for this full report every single month. Stay tuned for more real estate insights, and I'll keep you updated on how the market's doing. If you have any questions, of course, reach out to me directly, and I'll see you guys in the next video.